G'day everyone, Diesel here for Getting Around Oz Camper Trailer Travelling. Thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate you jumping on and checking out today's video. We're back camping finally. Really appreciate you sticking with us through a few challenges we had, but we should be good to, sort of get a bit of a run on here now with the camping videos. Today we're heading back to South Lefroy. This is really a sort of a snapshot of, I think it's like 2, 3 or 4 days of bits and pieces of footage. The weather wasn't great, and ultimately it's just us sort of at camp and things you can do when the weather's bad, and us trying to make the most of it really. So hope you enjoy it. If you haven't already, grab yourself a drink and make yourself comfortable. I hope you enjoy it. Cheers. It's that time of day.
Can I have some beer?
Can you have some beer? Fortunately, Netta got bitten by a spider. Must have been last night or just before she went to bed. She started feeling sick and dizzy. Very excited. We're just about to begin our drive in here. Strap yourselves in. We're just getting bogged and bogged and bogged and getting nowhere. And that's the view. Righto, we come out for a morning flick. Sorry if it's a bit windy. I don't know, it's about 7 o'clock this morning. We got up around 6:30. First light, nice and early. The weather here is absolutely beautiful. It does get a bit chilly overnight, so keep that in mind. Like 18 degrees. Doesn't feel cold to a lot of us, but it's actually a bit fresh after a warmer day. The days are about 30 to 35. So yeah, definitely good weather to be by the beach, that's for sure. Anyway, got myself and Zach here, got the rod set up and a couple of rigs ready to go, and we'll have a crack and we'll see if we can't land something here. So I just got another little flatty here. I had one before that was a bit bigger than this one, but I didn't have the camera on in time to show you. This one's definitely too small, but the last one I got was just about size. I was nearly going to take him.
So I don't think that's it. I don't think that one's a good idea.
No, not one of them. That's a bad. Can I take that one out? I'm dead.
Concentration.
That's it.
Oh no.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 layers.
Okay, we got up to 22 layers last night, didn't we?
You're not waiting to have a go, are you?
You're gonna.
Let's get 22.
Oh.
Up. Oh.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Yuppie duppie.
That's what's going on at the moment.
I'll do my
All done this morning was had a bit of a fish myself and Zach, and I managed to get a couple of flatties. The first one I got was nearly size. I was nearly going to take him, but chucked him back, and the second one was, sorry, it's a bit bright there. The second one was a bit smaller, and after that we came back, had some brekkie, and we had a bit of a swim. Now we're just hanging here I'm not doing a lot, to be honest with you. I'm just sort of keeping my eye on things. It is still fairly windy today. It's, I don't know, blowing 15 to 25 k's an hour, and it's just enough to be annoying. It's blowing straight through here. So I feel like I'm sort of just doing the rounds and checking everything. The one thing I will show you, the camper trailer toilet or shower setup isn't very good in the wind. I got a little clothesline here, used some rope to tie him on there and got him up there, so let's just drying our clothes off. But with the shower tent here, obviously I got the pegs in, but they'd pull out, and unfortunately with the way it is there, it just sort of comes out pretty easy. Now we do have a bit of a predicament, because when we went to sign in at this place, we thought we were here till Thursday. But what did the man say to us
Wednesday
when we
night.
checked in?
Well, the man didn't say it. I read the paperwork, which we hadn't checked since we...
March we booked it?
Yeah.
It's only been, what, 7 months?
Can I
And
have
it turns
one?
out we check out on the Wednesday, whereas I reckon I would have told you that. In fact, I know I forwarded you the email.
Did you?
Yeah. So I reckon... I'm really hoping we're booked in at Exmouth on the Wednesday.
The problem is, well, that's the first problem. So we're here till Wednesday, so we're going to be leaving Wednesday. And we booked in to stay at Exmouth from the Thursday, so the Wednesday night we don't have accommodation sorted. But the bigger problem is there's no reception out here, so we've got no way to look up anything or to explore any options at all. So what we're going to have to do tomorrow, we're thinking, is we're going to go for a drive in town and probably up to Exmouth and up through Yardie Creek there and have a bit of a look and a bit of an explore, and we're going to have to get some reception and see what options we have. We're not real sure. It depends on the weather as well. Like if it's going to be windy like it is, then we'll probably try and go to the coast here. But if it's going to be nice, then
No, it shouldn't.
maybe we'll see what else is
She
going
went
on.
first.
What do you reckon?
Oh, she went. Oh.
Pressure's on.
Wind, stop!
So, you don't want to see it from this side.
It's a twist, mate. I can see.
Holy yes! Holy shim, holy shim, holy shim, holy shim, man.
God, there's nothing there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then a lot of ones.
The wind's going to knock it over.
The wind!
Ah.
What a challenging game of Jenga. Try doing the wind on the sand with the tables bloody wobbly. So last night, this is where I put up the chair and had the fire with a few there. But I'm thinking before lunch I might go and have another flick there and see if we can't catch ourselves a nice little fish for dinner. Alright, well I've been trying not to, I've been trying to make sure we aren't getting blown away here. The wind's picked up massively, but this stuff here, it's called cookie dough.
But I think I might have...
Oh, here we go.
They look pretty good. I might give it another like 30 seconds, I reckon. You don't want to overcook them.
Gonna wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit longer.
There you go. Expert chef has spoken. So this is take 2, and Ed is pretty determined just quietly to make this work. She loves the cookies, and the kids will love their cookies if we can get them cooked right. Also, mate, she'll pick up all these cards here.
It is actually take 3. The first one I tried in the frying pan, and that was a big fail.
That's true.
Don't do that.
Stick around, you don't want to miss out for this one. But we're back on here. There we go.
Alright, I'm going to do it. Well, they've just got to come out first of all and
Mom,
cool down.
Mom,
So I'm just going to
Mom.
move these to here
Count a sec, Melly.
and just let them cool down for a little bit. But to cook them, I just put obviously our foil down, then our foil over the tray, just to turn it more into an oven than a fire.
Yep.
And then the baking paper so it didn't stick.
What temperature was it at?
I just put them in there when I turned it on, but it had got up to about 180.
And you had it up flat out, didn't you?
Yep.
And how long was it?
Maybe about 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you'd let it warm up first. I think normally you'd put it in an oven for 10 minutes. So.
When it's this windy here, the conditions aren't that great. I'll be honest with you, we're probably not enjoying it. at this point it is quite warm, but it's just the wind, just blowing sand everywhere, and
Speak for yourself, the kids have been playing really nicely.
yeah, the kids are enjoying it, but it's just annoying to have to go around and and check all the gear all the time, and you sort of can't quite relax. Yeah, we could put up the walls and all those types of things, but I know the wind sort of, it comes out of nowhere, then it dies down out of nowhere as well.
Okay, the cookies are ready to be eaten. They might still be a little bit warm. Hurley's going to be our tester.
Great.
They're great. Awesome, thanks buddy. The official dad test.
Right, here we go. What do you think, Hurley? Thumbs up.
No.
It's alright. It's actually pretty good. There you go, lock it in. That's a winner. We worked it out. There was an attempted kayak and snorkel, but it's just too windy out there at the moment. It's just too much current blowing through, and it's just, what it does here, it just blows you down the bay basically. So we're going to have some lunch, and once we've had some lunch here, we're actually going to go for a bit of a drive. So I guess the reasons for the drive is obviously just that all you were doing is really sitting around here and having a swim, but you come back and sit here and you're just getting wind blown, unfortunately, and it's just not that much fun. But we need to try and suss out our way out, because remembering we got bogged on the way in, and a lot of people coming through, regardless of size or vehicles or whatever. Heaps of people are getting stuck, and probably a good chance for us to just suss it out as well, because we aren't going back on the main road. We're going to follow the coast road here up through Yardie Creek up to Exmouth, which is our next stop, pending where we end up staying in a couple of nights time. But we might suss it out and see what's going on there. What am I doing here? Wraps. So something different for lunch here. Wraps. Wraps are the go-to. Let me tell you, if you love your wraps, pack as many as you can, because so many different types of things you can do. For us at the moment, I've got these pork belly strips. I think they were honey soy marinade. There's nothing extravagant going on. Sinks full of sand. If you don't like sand, don't come here. That's for sure, because sand just gets everywhere. There's not much you can do about it, unless you're pretty careful with kids, but even then, it's got to get in somewhere. But we're going to go for a bit of a drive up there. I think the fishing is a little bit better. So we are going to have another crack at some fishing. Sorry, mate?
Between 4 and 6.
Yeah, 4 and 6 is the best fishing time, so we're going to have another crack this afternoon here, and we'll go for a drive after a bit, and we'll smash this food down, and we'll go and have a bit of a look. Good morning. It was a bit of a rough night last night, so yesterday we did a drive into Yardie Creek to get some reception. Now we did manage to get our night, or our gap nights accommodations sorted out. And we filled up with diesel at the Yardie homestead as well, which is sort of on the, what do you call it, the west side of the Cape, opposite side of Exmouth. So it's about a 2-hour drive up there, 2-hour drive back. We got back after dark last night and cooked some dinner and just put our feet up really. But last night it was super windy. The windiest night we've ever had in the camper trailer, that's for sure. And we've had 50k winds before, but it was definitely, it felt worse than that. It's calmed down a little bit today, but it's still blowing its guts out, unfortunately. So a little bit restricted in regards to what we can do, but we're determined to try and suck the guts out of today and do what we can. So what is it? Oh, it's 8 o'clock now, so I spent probably the last hour and a half to 2 hours just tidying up and, you know, just doing little maintenance things around camp, as you do. And something I did manage to find out is, whoops, hang on, Hurley. Oh, big bumpy bit here, hang on.
Very bumpy. It's like a bumpy ride.
It is a bumpy ride.
On the roller coaster.
It sure was. There was a plan to go fishing this morning, but duty's called, the toilet's full. So today is Tuesday, we got in Saturday, so with the 2 kids and the 2 adults, you know, that's how long it's lasted us. Now I'll show you there is a dump point just out of the camp area here, but there is something else I did manage to find out as well. So with the campgrounds here, so for us it was 15 bucks a night. There's no facilities whatsoever, okay? But you can book the sites in a couple of different ways. So there is some sites that are grouped. So for example, might be 67, 68, 69, all on the same turn-off, but they're sort of like 20 and 30 metres apart. So they're actually individual campsites, but all within the same area. So basically, just a kick of the footy away from each other if you want to go as a group. In ours is actually, I'll show you, I'll give you a bit of a look when we get back there, how big it is. But for ours, it's just one site, but actually fit 8 people in there, or 2 families, and you definitely fit 2 caravans or 2 camper trailers in there without any problems.
Like 2 months ago, we got 80 car insurance for a new screen, and we got another crack in our new screen. I mean, like, how funny is that?
Yeah, so like, literally just before we left, with our insurance policy, sorry, we get a free screen replacement every year, and we got it replaced just before we went. But driving, where was it? Driving back yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice little crack there, about the size of a 10-cent piece. So fingers crossed it doesn't get any worse, but hey, this is how it goes. Rightio, so got that sorted out, and myself and Zach are just going to have a quick flick on the beach here now. There was a guy I was talking to back there at the dump point that he'd just been a bit at winter abandoned for the last week or so, and normally there's a lot of sea life, a lot of fish, a lot of turtle and those types of things, but there's just not much around the moment, which is a bit of a bugger. But I needed to see a school of fish out here before, so we'll have a crack. And then the weather's calmed down a little bit today. It's actually quite nice, so we finally got a break in the weather. So today we're going to try and suck the guts out of it, and there's a reef up a little bit further. We're going to get out and do a snorkel, and we're going to check out the whaling station as well. So stick around. We're going to